People have no chance to get their personal items out. They have no chance to call for help. And this is far away from most media outlets. You are amongst the very few journalists who have even seen this. European or American journalists who have even been here because people are afraid to come or it's too hard to come.
And one of the things we were told in Gaza by very respected Palestinian psychologist who had just completed a study of 1,000 Palestinian children was that they had discovered that many of these Palestinian children no longer had a will to live, that they were so dehumanized and so affected by seeing their fathers particularly beaten by Israeli defense forces, that the psychological condition is one of the dimensions of the conflict that is not widely understood.
The world has fallen apart. There goes the devil and his art. Again, family wars start. Animosity strikes a disease to the heart. So hatred becomes a way of life when it's hard. Friends waving bye-bye to each other. And basically time has none for his brother. The sadness makes you want to put an arm around your mother. Still, I gotta live up to the ever-growing approach to end times. At the same time, rappers have less value for rhymes. I'm more focused on how to increase dimes. Recreational drugs are updated. And yes, they found more customers for the taking. And at the same minute we waiting, the same fate they be placed in. Somebody help me, I'm trapped within a space of stress. I'm depressed. I need someone near so I can express my pain. But you have no time, yes, to hear me more or less. You can never see the world how I see it, and you ain't listening, so be it. Don't ask me the same story next time, I won't repeat it. You're too busy hee-heeing it, answering your text messages cause of a phone you couldn't leave it. So this is the state we living in, a mental prison of debts, depression, and dead-end destinations. And this dark cloud's persistent, aiming for every city in existence. And ever furiously does ketamine take many friends then. State of anathema.
I'm here because children everywhere are suffering, and because 40,000 people die each day from hunger. I'm here because those people are mostly children. We have got to understand that the poor are all around us and we're ignoring them.
The immoral actions of human beings will be increasing. The current disgust over what we're seeing. That meaning, doctors prescribe illicit medicine, which will cause severe infections, causing deficits, and worse to mention. The justice system has clearly evaporated and brought broadcasters that went beyond exaggeration. The madmen are a secret group, and here's an explanation. They're out to profit by the world's annihilation. So they configured the world stage by escalation of tension, but made it not part of your conversation. The police, once an honorable service, will be the greatest curse, yes, and inhumanely adverse, yes, causing severe injustice and blistering the public purses by increasing fines and penalties, as the wrath got the remedy like the prodigy. Blame the existence of evil governments, we shall. They're setting up for the coming of the job. They use entertainment and movies for you to forget what's the truth, and make you dispute the truth, and make you lose all fruit. In the end, your ignorance will drown the earth with tears. But then the question here is, why won't you act against the sum of all fears? Your own business in life is what makes you close your ears. Better things to do as we lose to the rapid passing of years. State of anathema.
So what if I'm wrong about every single religion out there?
Yeah, I mean, flipping it around for
so
you, what if you're wrong and you find yourself in the Islamic hell? Then what are you going to say?
is closing in on us, and sorely thus do we head to a holocaust. Again, people blinded by materialism, overcame by Zionist imperialism. Wake up, fools, where's the realism? Only when missiles burn through valleys do you scream and rally? By that time it's already too late, sadly. The world is destroyed badly. Well, if you're gonna ignore this, by all means do. Then please continue. Walk through Park Avenue, go to Burger King and have a good listen to the radio wave blasting all the crap songs in the listings. Teach you nothing but to be dumb shits thinking the world owes you something. Go and say you want freedom, but you're being robbed of it. Of course, your leaders won't hesitate to increase profit over other people's losses. Go and take up yoga and read Tim Robbins' books. Go to clubs and sing all the R&B hooks, while the world governments are the biggest crooks, preparing weapons so they can invade lands to step in, and it's your lives that's really threatened. Then Ehid Suez awaiting Khorasan. In case you didn't know, that's in Iran, as part of the bigger plan. State of anathema.
My community, my family, my parents threatened to disown me, to push me out, accuse me of supporting terrorism. But the amazing thing is that as my mother started listening to the stories of injustice and oppression in Palestine that I started bringing home, she started to ask her own questions of these positions her community was taking. And a couple of years ago, when she was living in Jerusalem and I was working in Dheisheh refugee camp, she agreed to cross through the Israeli military checkpoint and visit the camp. At the end of the tour that my friend took her on throughout the camp, my mother stopped and she started crying. And as I was hugging her, she said, "I'm so sorry, Aura. I raised you